while I was in Japan, in the Navy, I still kept up my playwriting, if you can believe it. I became what was called Special Services Officer, or actually Assistant Special Services Officer on the carrier. And I staged a series of musical comedies. We'd raise the #1 elevator, which carried the planes up to, and I made that a stage, and we had the ship's band, which could play every possible musical comedy number. I mean, primarily Rodgers and Hammerstein at that time. So I wrote new lyrics. I'm sure the Rodgers and Hammerstein estate would sue me if they knew, but I did, and I created these simple stories. And the band, and there were enough talent aboard the ship, so we got very good singers and comic actors, so we put on these shows. And so I realized in the Navy, I didn't do it in Japan, but I realized in the Mediterranean, at least on that carrier, how much I really liked doing this and how much I could affect a large and rather restless audience and get them to pay attention for an hour and a half. So I wrote Yale and asked to be admitted. I was going to be late because Navy wouldn't let me out earlier, but and I sent them a sample of my writing, one of these silly plays I'd written, and they accepted me, and I showed up at the Yale Drama School about a month and a half after the school had begun. And then I was there that was the first of 3 years. I graduated in '58 with a Master of Fine Arts in Playwriting and Dramatic Literature, whatever that means.